Centuries ago, Chinese monk Xuanzang crossed distant lands and traveled India in search of wisdom. 100 years ago, Anagarik Dhammapala from Sri Lanka traveled to revive the sacred places in India. Today, I am also traveling, not to escape, but to reconnect, for peace, to protect nature, to tell importance of meditation and art, for healthy and productive life, and to inspire people to embrace minimalist lifestyle. My journey is a call to simplicity, to live with less and feel more, to walk gently and inspire others. This is more than a journey, it's a Sankalp. An important stop on my India tour was Bodhgaya, which took me about 75 days to reach. As I was moving towards Bihar, I felt a new energy flowing inside me. With the time and distance decreasing, I finally reached Bodhgaya in Bihar. Bodhgaya, the land of enlightenment. Across the ancient plains of Bihar, one small town holds a greatness beyond imagination. Here, under the shade of a peepal tree, Prince Siddhartha became the Buddha. Here, humanity found a new path, the path of awakening. Bodhgaya is more than just a place, it is a symbol. It is here, about 2500 years ago, that Siddhartha Gautama attained supreme enlightenment after years of intense seeking. Under a peepal tree by the river Niranjana, his journey from suffering to wisdom transformed not just his life, but the history of the world. Bodhgaya is where history, faith, and silence meet. After years of self-mortification and wandering, Siddhartha chose a middle path, a path of balance. Sitting in deep meditation under the Bodhi Tree, he conquered all inner doubts, illusions, and temptations. He discovered Vipassana meditation, by which every person can overcome sufferings in life. Vipassana means Satipatthana, which includes 4 anupassanas, that is Kayanupassana, Vedananupassana, Chittanupassana, and Dhammanupassana. Dhamma means the nature of the mind at the present moment. Observing it objectively is called Dhammanupassana. By this special kind of seeing, he got to know the eternal truths. The universe revealed all its secrets to him, and finally, he did get the answers to all his questions by severe penance on the full moon night of Vaishak. When he opened his eyes, he was no longer just Siddhartha. He was the Samyak Sambuddha, supremely enlightened one. To honor this sacred moment, great emperors and kings built monuments here. Most notably, Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BCE visited Bodhgaya and constructed the earliest shrine. The present Mahabodhi Temple, built in later centuries, still stands as one of the finest examples of ancient brick architecture in India. Rising to about 55 meters, the temple's central spire seems to point towards the heavens, a reminder of the human quest for transcendence. Inside the sanctum lies the serene statue of Buddha in the earth touching posture, symbolic of the moment he called the earth to witness his enlightenment, defeating Mara. Beneath its age-old walls lie layers of history, terracotta plaques, ancient railings, inscriptions, each telling a silent story. The root of Bodhi Tree have seen centuries pass, empires rise and fall. But the message of compassion and wisdom remains unchanged. It was under this very tree that Buddha found freedom from the cycle of birth and death, the eternal nirvana, freedom from all sufferings, and to get established in eternal peace of mind. But the journey of the Bodhi tree through the time wasn't always peaceful. It faced several threats. One of the most well-known being from King Pushyamitra Shunga in the 2nd century BCE, who according to some sources tried to destroy it as he opposed Buddhism. Again in later centuries, but each time it was revived with devotion. Fast forward to British era, when the ancient ruins of Mahabodhi Vihar had almost forgotten. It was Sir Alexander Cunningham, the first Director General of the Archaeological Survey of India, who played a pivotal role in rediscovering the site in the 19th century. Based on ancient texts and accounts like those of Zhuangzhang, Cunningham and his team traced the remains of the Mahavihar and began documentation and partial restoration work. Another turning point came with the passionate efforts of Anagarik Dhammapala, a Sri Lankan Buddhist reformer and visionary. In the late 19th and early 20th century, Dhammapala strongly advocated for the restoration of Buddhist control over the Mahabodhi Mahavihar. His movement, filled with both struggle and spiritual fire, led to a global attention and eventually sowed the seeds for the Bodhgaya Mahabodhi Mahavihar Management Act 1949, which gave Buddhists a partial place in the temple's administration. But today, this act has become a black act, which refuses full control over the Mahabodhi Mahavihar, which is a Buddhist shrine. Mahavihar is now recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracting pilgrims and seekers from every corner of the world. Not just Buddhist, but any religious belief people come and meditate under Bodhi Tree for a moment can get the peace of mind instantly, following the footprints of the Buddha. Today, Bodhgaya is alive with chants, prayers, and silent meditations. Monasteries built by countries like Thailand, Myanmar, Korea, Japan, Tibet, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam surround the Mahabodhi Temple, each reflecting their unique Buddhist traditions. Special events like Buddha Purnima, Buddha Festival, and Kalchakra initiation bring global communities together, making Bodhgaya a vibrant center of living spirituality. Sitting in meditation under Bodhi tree at sunrise or sunset is a special experience. Again, attending early morning chanting by Tibetan monks and witnessing the offering of thousands of butter lamp during special ceremonies. Not only that, feeling the universal brotherhood among people from every part of the world united by the peace is a great experience here. In Bodhgaya, every stone whispers of awakening. Every breeze carries the fragrance of liberation. It's not just a place to visit, it's a place to experience, to feel, and perhaps to begin our own journey inward.